So I wanted to make a video about some logic, like basic functions that everyone using logic should know. Um, that'll like help speed up the workflow, keep you guys from writer's block. So let's go ahead and open a new logic file. And we'll open an audio track and just let me drag an MP3 in real quick. Let's listen to. Oh, yeah. So X is the mixer button. You press X, it'll come up. If you guys don't hear any audio, but you see something going on here, but you don't see something going on here, because check your guys' output. Here, see, there's no output. Stereo out. This might not be the best. You know what? I'm gonna drag in a different song. Let's go ahead and just do one that everyone knows. So you guys get it. So X to close the mixer. Let's start with learning how to just do simple fades, fade in and a fade out. So if you press I, the inspector window will pop up, and right here you could just manually enter a fade in. Let's see, one will pop up. It's probably a little too small. So let's do 10,000. There you go. See it. Then you guys can do the curve. It only goes up to 99. So you guys see it. Let's do the fade out. Now an easier way to do this is you press T, then this toolbar will come up. And if you press A after the fader, you'll have a fader tool. And with the fader tool, you can do the curves however you want. So you can get it real precise. So yeah, that's faded in and faded out. If you guys, so TI brings up the scissor tools, you guys chop, and TA to bring the faders, and you could do, well, you crossfades between two regions. These key commands are for Mac. I'm using a Mac, by the way. I don't use Windows, so just keep that in mind. If you guys are a Mac, a Windows user. So TT will bring up your pointer tool. So if you guys want to adjust an audio region without compressing, you just grab the corner of it. To copy a region while holding options, click and drag, and that'll copy it. Let's say you have an audio region, it's different from the original, but you really like what you guys did on the edit. You can save it as its own audio files, so you can pull it up so you guys as the edited version. So you guys go to edit, convert, then audio region to new audio file. So this is the original right here. The original is a full song, and this is the one that we got rid of earlier. So let's say this edited, compressed with fade. This non-compressed audio region with a fade in and fade out, I would call it just edit one, something simple. If you guys want to reverse an audio region, just double click it, go to File, go to Functions, click Reverse. That'll reverse the whole audio region. Sounds kind of cool. So, say you guys want to change the gain, like it's too loud or too quiet, you can click the one you want. Press I for the inspector window to come up. This window right here. And then go to the gain right here. You could make it real loud, you can make it real quiet. It's all quiet now. Alright, enough of that. That's how you can change the gain of an individual audio region. See how it didn't affect this one. So what else could I got? So volume automation, that's a good one. So this little button right here triggers the automation button. See, as long as volume is, I can see volume automation. Okay, now fuck with the volume. Automate the volume, excuse me. So right here, I'll start a regular volume. Volume will go down to almost nothing, then it rise back up, and then we'll have it drop back down right away. Go back to the original volume. See what that sounds like. So that's one cool thing about the volume automation. What about panning? You know, if you guys know what panning is, panning the volume from left to right speakers. Just go to pan. Right here. So we'll bring up the mixer, and we'll turn this to touch. So we'll play. That out. All right, there we go. Make sure you're on this, not on the relative mode. Go to absolute mode. You guys probably can't hear it too well because I'm using a microphone. It's off to the side. But to me, it's the sound's going from one speaker to another. It's kind of going from one ear to another. And that's all just from the panning automation. So as long as it's on touch instead of read, while you're turning the knobs, it's gonna create automation marks. Let's just turn off automation for now. Another thing you guys could do, oh yeah, a cool one, pressing K turns on the metronome, and then Shift K turns on the counting. You can assign a track color. So this will come up. Option C will let you change the region colors. If you hold shift, you can click multiple regions at once. Alright, I showed you guys how to change the colors. Now let's just delete this real quick. So if you grab it from the top corner, you can loop your audio regions. If you grab it from the bottom, it'll, non-compression. You can adjust the audio region without compressing it. But let's say you guys want to compress it. So while holding options and clicking the bottom, you can compress the whole region. It'll be a lot faster now. So the process real quick. Sorry, my computer's a little slow. So while holding options, you can even expand it so it slows down a little bit. Again, let it wait. Process real quick. A great song. Now let's say if you guys, so bring up the mixer, press X. Now let's just say I have a reverb on this. Just bring up any that one. Well, bring it back to
He's on the move, can't seem to shake the shade. Within his dreams, he sees the life he made. The pain is deep.
You guys hear the reverb in it. So let's say I want to just bypass the reverb in certain parts of my song. So right here, I just want it to be right.
The pain is deep.
I want reverb right there, but right here I don't want reverb. So how do I do that? So you go to automation, then you go to your main, insert bypass. Bypass would be right here. So the bypass is just on off. So you're only going to see it either up here or down here.
The pain is deep. A silent sleeper, you won't hear a peep peep.
And I want to bring back the reverb for this part, and then I want to turn off the reverb for this part and the rest of the song. So. So yeah, that's cool. It's a good one to know. Alright, so I think I already showed you how to slice audio regions, but if you press TI, bring up your scissors tool, and then you're able to just chop, chop, chop. If you guys want to bounce a region, highlight what you want to bounce, or Command A to highlight everything. and then Command B will let you guys bounce your song to an MP3, and you put a destination. It'll probably be on your like desktop or something, or wherever you put it. Well, let's just do it. So Command B. See, and it'll be under your bounces folder. See, what else could I show? I think a good one would be to show you the flex. The flex edit. That's a real good one. So I think by default puts you in the automatic, but I'm on monophonic. Okay. So polyphonic, let's see, automatic is polyphonic. Polyphonic, that's for like instruments that play multiple notes at one time, kind of like guitar. So that'd be good. Monophonic would be good for like a bass. Just play one at a time. Rhythmic would be good for like drums. Slicing is good for drums too. It all depends on how rhythmic sounds. You just want to mess around with these settings. I don't really use speed or tempo phone at all. So let's bring up TT to bring up the pointer tool. So as long as there's a marker on this side and on this side, you can move just the regions right here without affecting everything. If you don't have at least 3, let's see, it does it automatically. That's good though. So you guys can stretch individual sections. That's some cool effects. Yeah, you see how there's no markers over here? Let me take this fade out. See how there's no markers over here? When I move this flex marker, it moves everything over here. You can create pretty cool effects, and I have a sampling video, so you guys can like sample certain sections of songs and then like flex stretch them. You guys can create some really cool stuff. That's basically it for basic functions, at least that I can think of right now. So, yeah, you guys need to learn every single one of these because they're really important. Like the video if you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. See you guys in the next tutorial.